Hey you guys, it's Peter, and I'm back. Of course I'm back. I'm not going anywhere. Boost. I'm every woman. Get this hair off there. I'm YouTube famous now. Available in 2020. The album, Dad AF. Rock on, gold dust woman. Boost. Let's get into this, shall we? Oh my God. Okay, so I thought this would be like a real simple video to do today. So I had sat down yesterday. I sat down yesterday and started to watch the Jaclyn Hill Assumptions video, which is like 35 minutes long or something. And at the beginning of it, she makes this comment, which I talked about in my video yesterday. I'm going to address it today as well. And I was kind of like, okay, I'm really not in the mood for this today. Like, I cannot sit down here and be like very serious and take notes. So I was running around today. Let me just tell you about my day. I was running around, I went to go get my coffee at Starbucks, and then I was going to Dunkin' Donuts to do a review, which is like 25 minutes from me. And I got to Dunkin' Donuts to start recording my review video of something I was reviewing there, and I had forgotten my memory card. So I literally wasted like almost an hour of my entire day. Came home, my dogs are so hyped up, they are like running around the house, okay? And I'm trying to get all this stuff done. I'm trying to do a peaceful, serene meditation video, and the dogs are running laps around me the entire time that I'm doing it. So finally, I get them calmed down so that I can sit down and do this meditation video. And I also filmed a video for my review channel of the worst thing that I have purchased in 2020, and it's a good one, so go check that out. And then I was like, okay, I guess I'll sit down now. And I have a meeting, a Zoom meeting, a recovery meeting in an hour. And I'm like, I guess I should start watching this Assumptions video. Oh, this will be really easy. I'll watch it at 2 times speed. Children in drama class, are you here? Do you have your number 2 pencil? Well, I have my pen because I'm a teacher. Do you have your number 2 pencil for the Scantron test? Because there will be a Scantron test. We will have Scantron tests today talking about Jaclyn Hill telling the truth. Sometimes she struggles with that. We're going to talk about Jaclyn Hill and disclosing how she makes her money and affiliate codes and things like that, which she sometimes struggles with that. And there will be a test about disclosure of affiliate codes, since Jaclyn Hill needs to take a class on that because she just cannot do it. She just can't do it the way that it is. I don't understand. There are so many YouTubers out there that literally refuse to follow the FTC guidelines. So we're going to read the FTC guidelines today, and I'm going to tell you what the FTC says to show you that there's not just Jaclyn Hill, but a lot of people are not following, and these are not just guidelines, they're laws. So anyway, let's get into that. Now I have to tell you what's interesting is when I started sitting down making this video, I thought this was going to be a really lighthearted video. You know, like there was actually a lot about the video that I liked and I thought was cute. I thought the setup of it was really cute. You know, I was like, God, her house is so comfy. It always looks comfy in the Instagram stories. And she had that huge, probably $500 candle behind her. Now, I was like the whole time, when I watch people, I'm like, what does that candle smell like? Like, what does her house smell like? I want that candle. Now, I don't have $500 candles, and this is an affiliate link linked below. So if you buy it from that, I will make some money off that. Full disclosure. But I do have candles. I just had a brand new one come out that's called Be Too Much. And then I have Bachelor Weekend. Be Too Much smells like a spa. And, oh, so good. Bachelor Weekend. This is from when my dog Pee-Pee and I, we used to have Pee-Pee and Peter's Bachelor Weekend. And this one smells like fall. It smells like apple and like cinnamon sticks. There's 2 of my candles are sold out over there, but I have 4 left. Peter's Monster Bash. And this one is like a fall scent too. Yeah, this is more like kind of like coffee, apple cider. And you guys can, if you want Peter Monn candles, you can go, and it's linked below. It's an affiliate link. I make money off of it. Okay, so anyway, but I was like, this is going to be a real easy video to make. I don't really have a whole lot to say about it. Then I was looking at her Twitter, and she was tweeting some stuff out, and I thought, oh, I can give like a really positive spin to this video. So Jaclyn tweeted out, this was, let's say, yesterday, and she said, oh my God, look how swollen my face was. Makes me so sad that I did that to myself. Don't turn to alcohol to cope with depression, guys. And she posts a picture of herself from like before, and then a picture of herself now in this video, where she's got her hair all done up. And I thought she looked fantastic in the video. I think Jaclyn Hill is a beautiful woman anyway. And I think she is always, like, one of the things that makes me kind of sad about Jaclyn is that she's always so down on herself about her weight and her looks, and people saying that her face looks like it has filler, which we're going to discuss in a second because she does address that. And I'm like, I wish you could just see what those of us out there, those of us that think you're beautiful, I wish you could just accept that for yourself, because she is such a beautiful, you know, young lady. And I wish she just saw that. Now, she does address some things underneath here. Hold on, I got to get my reading glasses on to read the room. So, someone said, hold on, I want to read the ones where she addresses. Someone said she is not lying. Alcohol can cause bloating in your face, which is often accompanied by redness because alcohol dehydrates the body. Okay, this is an interesting story. So for those of you that know, I've been sober for 25 and a half years. My mother got sober 6 months after I did. My mom had pictures up when she got sober, like, I think it was at like 2 years she did this. She had pictures of like us at Christmas. There's like 3 pictures that she kept in this condo where she used to live. And those candles are strong. Man, I'm like cinnamon sticks up in my nose. But anyway, she had these pictures up, and if you looked at them, you thought that they were like in descending order of like year. But actually, like, the first one that you would have thought was the oldest picture was the newest picture, and the last one was the oldest, because... And she did that way to remind herself, because her face was so bloated when she drank, and then she looked so much younger and had lost so much weight, and she looked so healthy. So Jaclyn's absolutely 100% right. But anyway, someone says, my face was so round and swollen when I drank too much alcohol, also did serious damage to my skin and complexion. And Jaclyn said, oh, I know, I was so red, dry, and patchy. And then someone down here says, why is my Jaclyn Hill depressed? Please snap out of it. Go, girl. And Jaclyn responds and says, I'm not anymore. And somebody, which makes me very, very happy that, you know, she's saying that, and she's coming out and saying she's not depressed anymore. And then someone said, what helped you overcome depression? And somebody else responds to that as well. And I wish that Jaclyn would make a video about that. I think that would actually be a really, like, she was talking in her video, her assumptions video, about not knowing what to talk about and overthinking it and whatever. Just sitting down, you know, because she did talk about her process, if you remember, like when all of that started back then, and she came out and talked about how she'd been drinking a lot. She talked about going to the doctor all the time and having several people that she was working with. I think for her to come out and talk about what that process looked for her, and how she got out of it. You know, there was a moment in the video when she talked about how she was getting drunk every night. She was just really sad, and then she just woke up one day and said, I'm snapping out of it. I'm done with this. Well, that doesn't work for a lot of people. And she said she did have, and she was talking to a therapist, and she had a lot of help. I think for her, she doesn't have to. I know those are very private things, and maybe she's not in a place to do that. But can you imagine what a motivational and inspirational video that would be, you know, for her followers? I think that that would be great, and that should be something maybe she could think about down the road, you know? Anyway, all right, let's get into... What was the other thing I wanted to... There was another tweet I wanted to read of Miss Jaclyn's. Where is it? She said, I just want to thank you... say thank you to all the influencers and subscribers who support me publicly. I know that I haven't been the easiest person to support at times, and I see you, acknowledge you, and love you. I will always have your backs the way you've had mine. And that was very, very nice, I think, Jaclyn. That was very, very nice, Jaclyn. Thank you. I don't know if you're talking to me or not. I don't consider myself an influencer, but anyway, let's get into these notes, shall we? So I watched this video, which is the Assumptions About Me video, and at the beginning of it, Jaclyn does this thing where she's like, oh, look at me doing my job. Now, I talked about this yesterday in my video. I didn't think it was funny. I thought it was awkward, that part. It was uncomfortable for me to watch, because so many people say that Jaclyn doesn't post videos unless she's going to try to sell a product, which we're going to talk about in just a second, right? But for her to make a joke out of it when it's really not a joke, because she really doesn't do what her job is, which she refers to several times in the video as my job, my job, my job. But then she says, but I haven't released a product in a year, so I don't know what that part of that job is. And then she doesn't post videos very regularly. So I don't know, like, I don't know a lot of people that only get to work for 2 hours a month. I'm just saying that, okay? Like, that's a blessed life. To act like it's this really, really difficult job and all this kind of stuff, to then come out and make a joke about it, I think is really, it's really kind of offsetting, especially if you're somebody that's watching it trying to, like, be like, okay, whatever. I think there are a lot of people out there that would trade lives with Jaclyn Hill that quick if they could, and they would post videos often, you know? So I understand she overthinks things, and she's like, is somebody gonna... The thing is, if Jaclyn posted on a regular basis, nobody out there would be like watching with a fine-tooth comb every time she comes out and what she says. You know what I mean? They'd just be like, oh, Jaclyn posts videos twice a week. As somebody that posts regularly 3 to 6 videos a day, I just do not understand it. And people are like, well, you don't edit and you don't do this. She hires people to do her editing. Jaclyn's not sitting behind a MacBook, okay, doing her own editing on iMovie. She just isn't, okay? Jaclyn's sitting down with a team. They're filming it. It probably takes her 2 hours to film a video that comes out and it ends up being 20 to 30 minutes. And then she hands it off. An editor is doing it for her. They do everything with the description box, which they don't obviously know about disclosure either. And then they just upload it. She probably doesn't even know when it's uploaded. They're probably like 6 o'clock and she's like, sure, you know? So don't tell me that it's that difficult. It really just isn't. You know, as somebody that's a one-man show, I really do not understand these YouTubers complaining about how difficult their jobs is. I just don't get it. I just don't understand it. And because it translates to me is, you don't love your job. You don't love what you're doing, right? Because you don't want to do it. Because if you did, you'd do it. If you really loved doing this, you'd do it. Because I love doing it, and I do it. Family friendly. Okay, now the next thing I wanted to talk about was... that she said that she's eliminated a lot of people from her life, which is interesting to me. I kind of wonder who those people are. And if she's talking about, I mean, I think people would immediately, you know, think she's talking about beauty influencers and things like that. She does reference her friends PK, which we know that they just got engaged, I think. But then she says Nikita Dragon, her friend, she says my friends PK and Nikita they sent her like some assumption. Anyway, which I'm not even going to get into all that today, but I did think that part was really interesting. She was talking about, like, you know, getting high and all kind of stuff, and that she's only, like, 4 or 5 times in her life because she's allergic to some... Girl, me too. I'm allergic to that Mary Jane too, girl, because when I smoke it all day long, okay? When I smoke it, I break out and wanting to smoke it some more. That's my allergy to it, so that's why I don't smoke it anymore. I can't. I'm allergic to it, girl. When I smoke it, I'm telling you, I break out in that allergy of wanting to just smoke it all day long and just not do nothing but sit up on a couch. Just say it. Anyway, so she addresses that. I thought that kind of story was kind of interesting that she says. Then she goes in and she said that, hold on a second. People said, will she get remarried? And she says absolutely, that she sees herself getting remarried. She's always seen herself getting remarried. And she was just kind of like real nonchalant about that. They're even coming up with kids' names, you know, of like, she said that they keep a running list of what their children's names are going to be, which I thought that was like cart before the horse kind of stuff, but maybe not. I mean, I just wish, you know, her all the happiness, and she seems very, very happy right now. So I think that, I don't know, and Jordan seems to compliment her very well. She addresses John in the video. She talks a lot about John. It comes out of this whole thing of the allegations that she cheated on John with Jordan, okay? And she goes in and she talks a lot about that in the video. And she talks about that it's not very nice to be called a cheater. It's not very nice. And she goes in and she talks about how John was never Jordan's best friend and that they met in the studio, and then she hit him up in DMs to ask him something about, like, he had come over to the house like one time and there was nothing flirty or anything like that. And then that was before she got him to cut his hair and cleaned him up and all that kind of stuff, though, probably, you know. But I'm just saying, okay, I do like his hair shorter than longer, I will say that. Like, I mean, he's an attractive guy, but his hair looks really nice short and stuff. Have you ever watched his cooking videos? His cooking videos are really good. They're really good. They're really cute. I mean, they're fun to watch. And she's been, I think, in like 1, maybe 2 of them. Anyway, I don't even know the last time he's posted because I haven't looked over there for a while. And then she said that she was talking to him in DMs. She hit him up in his DMs, okay? About like filming or something like that, and then it just started from that, and that she was definitely the one that went after him, and that, yeah. And then she talked a lot about, like, people said that they assume that she's the one that wears the pants in the family, which I don't necessarily love that statement anyway, but and she was like, no, that's not true, and we're very, very equal. She did say that he has an apartment, which I've never seen any pictures of. She says, we keep that very private. I'm like, probably because you never go there, because you got this 6,000 square foot house. And she goes on and on and on about this apartment. He has a beautiful apartment and all this kind of stuff. And I don't know. She really kind of normalized the relationship a lot in the video. And I think they're great together. I think they're really cute together. I like them. And he seems to be good for her. And seems to, you know, She talks so much about being a family person. There was actually a moment when she was like her dream is to have like a compound on a lake where all her family lives and they can see each other when they want to. She kind of even laughed. And she goes, or when we don't, we don't have to. And I was like, she really is kind of like, okay, so she likes nice things and she's worked her butt off to get there. I mean, has she? I don't know. But she's worked hard on YouTube for a long time, right? And I guess for me, partly, when people on YouTube are always like, I work so hard to have the things I have, I'm like, you review makeup and you're blessed that a lot of people really liked you, okay? Because there's a lot of people that review makeup and they just don't have the following that you have. So I don't know how hard that is work. I don't know what that work entails, I, as a YouTuber that am blessed to live off of making videos, okay, is because you guys choose to watch them. And I've never forgotten that and I never will. I feel incredibly blessed that people choose to watch my videos. She makes a statement in here that was unsettling to me, and we're going to talk about it in a second. And I know she didn't mean it to be negative, but it just kind of like, well, I'll tell you what it was right now. She says in here that she really wants to focus on herself right now, and that if she were to lose every subscriber and every dime in the bank, she wants to know that she's going to be okay and working on herself. And, I understand what she's saying, but just the fact that she said, like, every subscriber, I don't know, like, the way that it sounded when I heard it, it was kind of like, when you're watching, like, this is truly, you guys, like, how I am when I'm watching a video, okay, and taking notes. I'm like, It's kind of like Scooby-Doo's ears, it's like, like, what did I just hear? Like, if I lost every subscriber tomorrow, who would I be without all of that? It's like, I don't know, it's like the princess and her kingdom, It's like, it's not that you guys are people, or that you guys are actually out there, that you've invested your lives in watching us. Like, I always say it's such an honor that you guys choose to spend part of your day with us, or that you've put money in her pocket, literally, by buying her Morphe products and buying her own products from Jaclyn Cosmetics. By the way, I put up a roller skating video, my very first one. Well, I was rollerblading because I'm kind of working myself into the roller skates, because the first night I almost fell on my feet. It fell on my butt, actually. But anyway, I got a blister yesterday from latching my rollerblades. Anyway, if you want to see it, it's over there in my Tik Tok listed below. It's not an affiliate link, so anyway. But I don't know, like, that's always just kind of like unsettling to me when people say things about their fans or their, I mean, I'm sure I've said it, like, just flew out of my mouth at one point or another. But like, when people consistently say it, it's like, I don't know, like, it's just so unsettling to me, to hear somebody, like, it's really like, it's gotten to your head a little bit, like, I don't know, like, remember where you came from and be thankful of the people that got you there. Like, I've always said that, and I said this not too long ago, and remember whose shoulders you stepped on the way up, because those are going to be the same people you're going to see on the way back down, So she said that. She said she's distancing herself from drama and working on new projects. That was an assumption that she said yes was true. She did see herself getting remarried. She didn't say when. She didn't say anything about that. Then she addresses this was a big one for me, okay? She addressed the assumption that she only uploads when she's trying to sell something. This was where it got very, very long for Peter Monn getting this video ready. She said, what have I sold this last year? What have I sold this year? Okay, Jaclyn, so let's go. She said that there's no truth to that whatsoever. So in the last year, she has uploaded 17 times, okay? So that's less than 1.5 times a month that she has uploaded. We'll just divide it right now and we'll see. Well, I'll give you, here, I got my calculator. I ain't got my glasses on, I can't do math. I do have my glasses on, but they don't help me with math, so it doesn't really matter, okay? 17 divided by 12 is she's uploaded 1.416 times a month in the last year, okay? Out of those uploads, 2 were her talking about her releases, okay? She then also did a favorite Amazon thing. She had 30 Amazon links, okay? 30 products. Now, as somebody that reviews stuff and does hauls on my review channel, 30 products is a lot to come up with, okay? She also did her winter favorites. That had 35 affiliate links on it. And then she did a Sephora haul, and baby, that had 50 links on it, okay? And it was high-end stuff, too. I know, because when I went and I looked, the first thing that she has on there is the Sol de Janeiro nude cream, which Sol de Janeiro is one of my favorite products, and that cream is $45 for a container, okay? And she's got about every Sol de Janeiro product on there. So, she's got expensive items on there. She's got Louis Vuitton cologne on one of her things. She's got blankets that she's laying underneath on the couch from Amazon. Okay, and they're all affiliate links. Now, she goes on to say, oh, you guys are probably talking about my affiliate links. Well, I've been doing that for 7 years. And she says, that's not my income, okay? Well, what is your income then? Because you're not making videos, ever, hardly, 17 videos in a year, and you're not really releasing any products. You said that. And then you have all these affiliate links. And you're putting affiliate links on your Instagram story when you're doing these Amazon show and tells of scrunchies and curling irons and whatever. I will just say this. I think Jaclyn looked absolutely beautiful, but I don't like those tendrils. I don't like them on her. I don't like them on any character in the movie like Jane Eyre. And it would just those tendril things, I don't like those, okay? That's like what I feel like girls think they're supposed to wear to prom, and they shouldn't. I don't like all that, okay? But other than that, I was like, she looks really, really good, and that's just a personal preference, okay? That's not coming for anybody. I just don't like those tendril things. I'm sure there's some of you out there that are doing it right now because you're like, I loved it so much when Jaclyn did it, I'm going to have those tendrils. Okay, we'll have at it. You know, I'm sure she's probably got a tendril machine linked under her Amazon store. Go check it out. You can just tendrils all over your head. But anyway, she talks about how, like, this isn't her income. You're talking that in 3 separate videos, Jaclyn, you have like over 120 affiliate links to Amazon alone, and that's in 3 videos. Trust, I could look more. She has her Morphe links in every single one, which she should. She's got products over there, okay? Now, you ask me, why is this a problem? I don't really care. Link all you want to, gal. Make all the coin you want to. I got affiliate links. I got affiliate links to these. I got my Amazon store. Listen, you link all you want, okay? But just disclose appropriately. And I've said this time and time again about Jaclyn Hill, about many others, but I'm going to say it about Jaclyn Hill again. She does not disclose appropriately. It's illegal. It's a violation of the FTC guidelines. So, let's go in here and let's read the FTC guidelines, because people are like, oh, you're making such a big deal about this, blah, 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 blah. Let's go in here and let's see. This is at ftc.gov, in case you want to look. And I'm going to look up really quick for you, what is the FTC? The Federal Trade Commission is an independent agency of the United States government whose principal mission is the enforcement of civil, non-criminal U.S. antitrust law and the promotion of consumer protection. The FTC shares jurisdiction over federal civil antitrust enforcement in the United States with the Antitrust Division of the United States Department of Justice. Okay, so let's go in here now and let's read what it says about affiliate links. Because if you go to this, which I did, and you Google search FTC affiliate links, it pulls up the Federal Trade Commission, and it has everything that you would ever want to know about what you have to disclose. If you go down towards the bottom, it says, what about affiliate or network marketing? Anybody could Google search this and find it on their own. Jaclyn's manager, whoever, anybody that wanted to. And the question is, I'm an affiliate marketer with links to an online retailer on my website. When people read what I've written about a particular product and then click on these links and buy something from the retailer, I earn a commission from the retailer. What do I have to disclose? Where should a disclosure be? And it goes in here and it explains what the disclosure should be, and that if it is not clear to the person, okay, that is something that you are making money off of, you must disclose. So if you're not saying in a video, I make money off this, if you're just saying, this is my favorite, and it doesn't say anywhere in the bottom, that blah, 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 okay? So, now, if you go to Jaclyn's videos, Jaclyn has all of the links, and then at the if you keep on scrolling, you'll find her disclosure thing where she says some of the links may be affiliate links. She says that, okay? Keep on scrolling at the very bottom. As to where to place the disclosure, the guiding principle is that it has to be clear and conspicuous. The closer it is to your recommendation, the better. Putting disclosures in obscure places, for example, buried on an About Us or General Info page, behind a poorly labeled hyperlink or in terms of service agreement, isn't good enough. Neither is placing it below your review or below the link to the online retailer so readers would have to keep scrolling after they finish reading. Consumers should be able to notice a disclosure easily. They shouldn't have to hunt for it. There you go. It's as simple as that. She is violating FTC guidelines. I don't know what else to say. When people come to my videos and they act like it's just not that big of a deal, it absolutely is that big of a deal. Period. End of story. Okay, next. So then she goes on, and that's when she talks about the creator, the cheated thing and all that kind of stuff. The one thing I do want to say about the cheating thing, and I'm not going to address all that and her marriage and whatever, and I appreciate her coming out and sharing her story, and she talked a lot about her marriage and them, going separate ways and whatever, and that's her story. But she said that in there that drama channels and gossip channels or whatever covered her cheating on Jordan. I don't remember a whole lot of that. I really don't. I remember people steering away from that. I don't know, where... Jaclyn has such a bad taste in her mouth for drama channels, and the reality is that when Jaclyn was going through her divorce, there was a few of us that were covering it, and we were trying to be very, very fair to Jaclyn back then and said we weren't going to discuss certain things, and we didn't discuss certain things, and I mean, today there's 300 drama channels out there, but back then there wasn't, and I think we tried to handle it in the best way that we possibly could. People were asking us about it. People were asking us to cover it, and we did. And we said there are certain aspects of this that we're not going to talk about. I don't know when Jaclyn, I was going to say Janet. Damn it, Janet. I don't know when Jaclyn got this whole, really negative attitude towards drama channels. I will say this. If Jaclyn, it's probably with the lipsticks, if Jaclyn at that time had really listened to maybe what the people were saying, which a lot of what the people were saying was coming through the voice of drama channels, because I think many of us read the comments. We speak to what you guys have to say in comment sections and on, threads like the Beauty Guru Reddit and things like that. If she had listened to that, maybe she would have really listened to what people were saying to her. Not every drama channel out there is out to get you, Jaclyn. And she's been very nice to me in the past, and she's referred to me as the, drama channel uncle. And I appreciate that. That means a lot to me, because I don't want I only want the best for Jaclyn. I only want her to have the best. If tomorrow, the disclosure thing for the FTC really fires me up, because I don't understand why she just can't do it. I don't understand what it's about, okay? People are not going to buy your products any less because you disclose that you're making money off of it. I don't understand why you feel like you're above it. And that goes to any YouTuber out there that doesn't do it. Or doesn't disclose sponsorships, or doesn't disclose collaborations, And as a drama channel, that is your job, is to hold people accountable and to ask these questions. But as far as her happiness in life, I only want her to be happy, I only want her to have the best. Why would anybody want any less than that for people? I say that a lot, and maybe that's because of how I look at the world. It's I don't understand hate watching. I really, really don't. I have probably about 15 or 20 people that hate watch my vlog. They literally, hate watch an hour and a half of me driving around in a car every night. And I don't get it. I really don't. But if that's what makes them happy, I have long ago let go of that. Hey, do you? Hate me all you want if that's what you have to do, But, I don't get it. So I don't understand that whole mentality of hate watching. You know what I'm saying? So, for me, I don't get it. I just want Jaclyn to be happy. I want all these people to be happy, I want to be happy. I want you to be happy. I want all of us to be happy. So I don't know why there's this whole, attitude that people are out to get her. And maybe there is, and I just don't see it, or I don't, relate to it from my point of view. The last thing I do want to say is that she addressed the fillers, and she said that people are always saying that she's had fillers everywhere, and she goes through and she talks about, I've had Botox here and fillers on my lips. And girl, listen, I don't care, okay? My dad was a plastic surgeon for 50 years, okay? You do you. My husband, he loves aesthetics too. Most of my friends do as well. I'm somebody that wants to age authentically. That's my choice. I've had Botox in the past. I'm not going to get it again. You do you, okay? I don't understand why the issue of whether Jaclyn Hill has had filler or not is such a huge issue. But what does bother me more than that is that what she's bringing up is not so much the question of had I had filler, but it's always, did she have filler or has she gained weight? And that goes to the whole idea of lookism in our society, okay? And that's just not okay. And I wish that she would take it one step further, and she would not always talk about how, because we all feel uncomfortable in our bodies. I think a lot of us can relate to that. It's going to stop. Hold on a second. I'm definitely somebody that, like, I want to do a lot of work on myself, and, but at the same time, I think, like, to take that topic and to turn it into something positive for the women out there that watch you, okay? Like, for people to constantly question whether or not you've had filler or you've gained weight or blah, 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 what difference does it make? That doesn't make you any less or greater of a person because you've chosen to have filler or because you've gained or lost weight. That doesn't say anything about your worth as a person. And then what we've done is we've gone to this whole world of lookism. And, what kind of makes me sad about all of that and covering the beauty influencer world is that it's a world where I think that I have learned from people that I've talked to like you, that you guys like to explore makeup because you're creative and you're fun and you want to learn about these things, but it also makes you feel prettier. It also makes you maybe feel more excited about yourself or more glammed up for the day, or you just like trying a new look or doing something different, right? And I've always said that, like, it would be nice if a lot of these beauty influencers, if their insides match their outsides. Going through all of the things, okay, Jaclyn Hill, she doesn't remember the truth sometimes, and she tells separate truths, but listen, we all do at times, And I think that Jaclyn Hill is somebody that struggles with disclosure and things like that. But past all that and the launch that she had, which, okay, people have business launches that go awry and all that kind of stuff. Past that, I really do believe that Jaclyn Hill is somebody that is a beautiful soul inside. I really do believe that. Like, when I watch stuff of hers, I'm like, she really is a nice person. She cares about her family. She cares about her boyfriend. Her dream is to pay for everything from her family, which I think is fantastic, and live on this compound with her. I mean, like, that's so nice that she thinks that way, right? So for her, that she's so obsessed with this on the outside about what people think makes me so sad. Jaclyn, let it go. You know what? You're a beautiful, beautiful young woman. You're inspiring lots of people. Keep on being yourself, and I think people will follow that. And I don't know, those comments always make me sad. I never understand why people care. And if Jaclyn were sitting here and she asked me, well, what do? I'd say, don't ever address it again. Not once. She said she's thinking about getting liposuction and maybe doing a documentary about it. Girl! Oh, my Lord, you're talking about documentary. Janet. I keep on calling her Janet. Jaclyn's liposuction journey. I mean, maybe it wouldn't be a bad video, but I don't know. Girl, you don't owe it to anybody to talk about that stuff, do you? Do you? Be too much. Do what makes you happy, and I think we should each do that, Anyway, I love you guys. Let me know what you think about all that in the comment section below. I love you guys, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.